Well, hopefully that's working. Hello, hello, hello. Hope that everybody's doing well. Yeah, we got, let's see here. Hey, Dragon, and hello. I believe that's the guy from the Mine server. Oh my goodness, my brain is failing me. Give me a second. That would be. Oh, I'm remembering you by your character that you keep posting, Sherman. Okay. Anyways, I hope all's well. Yeah, I tried to stream again, but my elgato is not cooperating with me at all. I don't know what the issue is. I plugged it in, and everything is working fine except when I click it to go live. When I click it to and it says live, um, it doesn't even say live. My apologies. I click it to go live, and then it'll give you the message saying that Salem LeBlanc doesn't have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. So I removed the account, then I reapplied it. And it still said I did not have an account. And then I clicked on the option, which said, if you want to, excuse me, add a channel, click here. So I clicked add channel, and it literally brought me, it literally brought me to my my YouTube channel. So I got no clue what the deal is with Elgato. I've literally never changed any of the settings before. So it was the exact same setup that I had last time that I streamed a game, which was about a month ago, which is crazy. I did not intend to go on that long of a recess. Just it was just a lot of stuff was going on with my job, and also just a little bit of a depressive spell. But I was feeling all geared and ready to try to jump back into things, and yeah, I don't know. The streaming software that I'm using is just not cooperating, and unfortunately, I've tried to reach out to Elgato, and I keep hitting. There are no people available right now to take my call, and when I put in to talk to somebody via email, they want to have information that I really don't feel like giving them. So I don't know what to do, but I hope that you guys are doing fine though. Let me. I just realized I don't think that I don't think I left a link on mine. So let me do that real quick. Come chat and hang out. Drop that there. There we go. Okay. So now I put the post on mine. But yeah, I don't think that I had anything really in particular to chat about. I just wanted to do something instead of just nothing again. So I was because I really do want to continue Tokyo Dark. I want to see the other endings to it, and especially with the route that I was going to go the completely different route where instead of destroying the mask, I was going to go down to the sewers. And I thought, that's clearly, I think, going to be a much more action or horror fueled path. And I just thought that it'd be a lot of fun. But we're going to have to hold off on that a little longer, it seems, until we can get the whole Elgato thing figured out. It really, really eats at me and really bugs me that, I haven't touched any of the settings, and I don't get what the issue is. But oh well. Um, but there is another thing that I could try to consider, and it is streaming games that that I don't need the Elgato for. I'm just not entirely sure how I would do that. Because with the Elgato, it's supposed to be as simple as you plug it into your PlayStation, then you plug it into your computer, then you can you're pretty much good to go. Because I'm not too tech savvy, so it'd be a little difficult for me to figure some other stuff out. But I mean, we'll just do what I need to do. So let me see here. So yeah. Well, how's everybody in the chat feeling? How's your day going? Oh, no, it's not the best time of the week, Monday night, to be streaming and chatting. But I mean, like I said, not much else to do, and just wanted to show that I'm still alive on here. Fine, that's good. Better than not fine. Alrighty. But yeah. I guess something that I could chat about just a tad bit is I finally did Cave, and I did watch the a trailer to a game from a series that I really enjoyed growing up as a teen, and I did not watch it at first because I did not want to have my hopes crushed. However, I gave in, and damn it, I'm quite excited to potentially return to it to the series again. I watched the Gears of War E-Day trailer, and oh boy, oh man, that good God, did that look good. I was thoroughly impressed with the tone, the look, just the little subtle piano in the background, alluding to Mad World from the first game. It got me right in the it got me right in the feels, and seeing a younger Marcus and Dom, it got me so pumped that I can't even describe it. I've been skeptical of Gears, especially after Gears 4 and 5. I did not get to play them, but because I didn't have an Xbox, but I watched a few cutscenes and watched some videos explaining what was in the game, and I was really not impressed, and was really I was also not too fond of the direction they decided to take the Locust lore. I really did not care much for kind of taking away the mystery element to the Locust. I think that they worked better as an antagonistic force that was more monstrous without too much of an explanation. But given that they're not going to continue down that road, and if I'm not mistaken, new people have taken the helm at the Coalition Studios, and I am wondering if this is kind of their way to make their statement to the series, from what I've been told. So I do wonder if maybe if they can knock it out of the park with this one, returning to Gears' roots, but with this prequel, I do wonder if they can turn the series around, and maybe they'll be able to salvage and do something with Gears of War 6. I'm not entirely sure, but it is very rare that you see like a game studios, movie studios, anybody promotes something that actually resembles its origins, and that's what I really felt from the Gears uh, E-Day trailer, especially with like oh gosh, like the biggest thing is like Gears of War is supposed to like feel the sense of dread. That's what the feeling was that you got at the peak of that franchise, and what was really cool was seeing Marcus just get pummeled around like a rag doll, because it's like you really feel the tension in that, especially when the locust is or the drone, he's gnashing his teeth at Marcus, and then he lifts him up into the air with his by impressing the the lancer right across his chest. It was oh god, it was awesome. It's like, because just because the drones are the main, or like one of the main enemy units come across in Gears, they're not supposed to be just, they're still supposed to be intimidating and fierce and ferocious. They're not just supposed to be something that you just plow through. And the cinematic really demonstrated that. Now, with that being a cinematic, does that relate to what we're going to get in the real game? I do not know. But what usually happens though is these cinematics are supposed to capture the essence of the game that they're working on. And if this cinematic is anything to go by, then oh god, I am crossing my fingers so hard for this new installment of Gears of War. And I will have to. I hope that it'll be available on PC, but if not, I might have to actually consider getting an Xbox to play it. Maybe I'll probably end up waiting to hear what people's responses to the game is, and if it is good, then heck yeah, I will go out of my way to try to figure out how to get it. I mean, I would it be the first time a game got me to buy a console? When I got my PS4, it was Bloodborne was one of the biggest titles on my mind. So yeah, we'll see. Still not having a lot of people tuning in, but that's fine. It's not a game. It's not a video game. It's just chatting. So, let me see what else is going on in the world. Nothing much, it seems, but yeah, that's fine. Let me see here. Hey there. You are back. How are you doing? Sherman's father. Is that what you want me to call you? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you didn't miss much. I just geeked out about the Gears of War E-Day trailer a little bit. I finally gave in and watched it. So, well, if you're telling me that you don't want me to call you Tommy, you're tempting me to call you Tommy. Anyways, I am kind of thinking though, because I'm trying to think about me streaming in the future, and I hope that I could figure out this whole Elgato thing and get it to work again. I hope that I can figure it out, but it's being so stupid that I can't even begin to guess what the issue could be. But I am considering maybe moving all of my streaming from YouTube to either Rumble or I don't know. I might consider Twitch, but I'm a little nervous about going on to Twitch because it is so easy to get in trouble on Twitch, it seems. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to play with that game. But because I'm not sure what in the heck Elgato's issue is, but if it's going to continue to just not recognize my YouTube account, then I've got to take it somewhere else. But I would prefer to finish the Tokyo Dark series on YouTube though, and also the other series I started here on YouTube. I just I don't get what the I don't get what the issue is. That's just I'm just running in circles now, just saying the same thing. I don't know what the issue is. Oh, so. All right, well, not Tommy. What's on your mind? What do you want to chat about, eh? And also, if anybody, not Tommy, if you do want to come on, let me know. Yeah. Well, I see that you're still screaming in the Discord server. Oh boy. Ooh, the day off. That's nice. Yeah, I got a busy next few days. That's why I was able to finally jump on. Man, I really, 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 really wish that yesterday's stream would work. Man, it's just the more and more I think about it, just the more the situation just makes me mad. Like the Elgato not working. It's just good God. Ugh. Especially when it tells me, click here to add the account. I click to add the account, and it brings me to the literal account that says doesn't exist. Boy. So you ordered a pizza, and the driver forgot your soda. It got you the wrong one. Well, did you tell him that he's not going to get a tip then? What drink did you order, man? Oh, you didn't have the energy to fight it? No, okay. Get yourself a Coke. You know what was one of my favorite Coca-Colas that they ever made was a few years ago, during Christmas time. They made I forgot what they called it. It was just like holiday Coke or Christmas Coke or something like that. No. I remember it was cinnamon Coke, and it literally tasted like a snickerdoodle. And oh my God, I loved it. It was probably, if I could make a top 10 list of my favorite pops, that would easily hit the list. But it only existed for that Christmas season, and then it never came back. It was pretty sad. But I don't know. I still remember the way it tastes even to this day. But I think one of my other favorite ones is it's actually out right now, though I think it's just a summer one, so it'll be going away soon. Is the Dr. Pepper coconut? Oh God, that's so good. But the other part that stinks is I don't drink very much pop as much as I did anymore. So it's only just like a once in a while kind of thing. Oh, raspberry spiced? I don't think I had tried that one. And actually, there was another Dr. Pepper that was really good, but this one was back when I was a kid. I don't know if anybody remember this one, but it was Dr. Pepper berries and cream. That one was another one that was just limited, and oh, I still remember the way that one tastes today. Whew. Yeah, I miss that. But the weird thing about that one, the Dr. Pepper berries and cream, is that the flavors that were added to it were actually more powerful than the Dr. Pepper. Um, so it was a very different kind of pop. It was because it's like I can't think of many like pops where it's like the berry is like the main flavor. Like you don't see very many like for example, like you don't see like a raspberry pop or a blueberry pop. Uh, do, do, do. Boy, you're in a big argument on Discord now, aren't you? uh, okay, let me see what else is going on in the world. Here, I wonder if here. Let me see here. Uh-oh. Let me see here. All right, nothing there. Um. Oh, hush puppers. Sorry, I got my dog. These guys would be lost without me to keep them entertained. We have a whole room for it. That is just your room. That's not that's that's putting it mildly, actually. uh yeah, it gets repetitive, but it's it's it is what it is. Excuse me. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Ready. Let me see what could be fun to chat about. And I brought up Gears of War. That has admittedly been on my mind quite a bit. Ever since I saw that trailer, I've been watching a bunch of lore videos and such. I really got curious about playing the games again. Um, or at least 1 through 3, then maybe Judgment. But I don't have an Xbox anymore. And I'm not sure how I could play it on because if I did play it again, I would love to actually stream it, but I wouldn't know how to do that on my laptop. And that's if I can play the first 3 Gears games and Judgment on my laptop. I don't even know if that's possible. That might just be exclusively a Xbox thing. And if that is the case, then I'm still screwed because my Elgato still doesn't work. So that's not very fun. You like the Lancet? Oh god, yeah. It's such an iconic gun. And you only played the first one. Oh, dude, you at least gotta play 1, 2, and 3. Those are some fantastic games. It's you don't see anything else like it anymore. Because Gears 4 and 5 are way too sanitized, way too clean. Um, you need the first 3 games had like a lot of grit and just badassery that you'll never see again. You wanted to stream from your Xbox, but your internet can't handle it. Oof. What you got? 360 or what? Oh, but But yeah, like I was watching a bunch of these lore videos on the Locust, the Cog, the Pendulum Wars, characters, just everything. God, and especially like I freaking love the like the Locust's religion. Eh, oh God, it's so crazy. But it's so cool that it's actually tied to like the realities of their world. Like, like they worship like, the three worms and such that carved the caverns in which they called home and things like that. Just it's it's so primal, and it it's kind of it's cool when you consider like the supposed age of the locusts. They were able to create this giant society and civilization, and even have a deeply rooted and fleshed out religion to be established. They're such a cool foe to face in a video game. I kind of I just, like I said though, I'm not a big fan of, they're taking away a lot of the ambiguity about them, and I'm not very fond of that. I kind of would have liked them more if they would just keep their origins a mystery, or at least have a mysterious element to it. But it's like, no, now if Gears 4 and 5 are going to remain canon, then there's not really much. There's not going to be too much mystery left to their origins and why they invaded the surface of Sarah and stuff like that. But anyways, you have a Series X. Okay, is that the more modern one? I don't remember. That's the more modern one. Like I said, I do not have an Xbox right now. Hello, Duskquill. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm just chatting. My Elgato will not allow me to stream games for the second time in a row. So I just wanted to stream and do something because I hadn't done it in a while. Yeah. So until I can be able to stream games again, I just wanted to chat. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just it's a weird issue. I've already gone over it twice, so I'll be really quick in saying it again. It's like I'll bring up my Elgato, and I haven't messed with any of the settings since the last time that I streamed it, and I will click I'll click the stream button, and then Elgato will say that Salem LeBlanc does not have a YouTube channel. And then it's like, you can reach out for help. And when I go to reach out for help, like, it's stupid. I don't know. But yeah, we were talking about Gears just a little bit, because what ended up happening was I put off watching the Gears of War E-Day trailer for the longest time, because Gears 4 and 5 to me just that they were not very good in my opinion. I did not play them, to be fair, but the things that I was told and the things that I had seen from cutscenes and such online really turned me off to playing them. I don't like, the characters aren't very interesting to me, and the and what they had done to the lore and story really put me off. But especially with the origins of the Locust, like I said, I found them a lot more interesting with the mystery behind them. But yeah, after I watched Gears of War E-Day though, watched that trailer, oh my God, that oh, they really they may have won me back. It's just a trailer, but they really went back to the roots of Gears of War, and I loved just the sense of dread, the horror there, and the the peril that Marcus was in that just the few minutes alone. Oh my God, I was, and then especially at the ending of the trailer when Marcus and Dom are just looking over the city as it's as pockets of it are sinking, and you've got the Mad World rendition played via piano in the background. I just, yes. Oh, bad. Okay, here. Let me see. Give Doggo attention head pats. Oh, she'll get them. You don't have a YouTube channel. Whoa, yeah, I know, right? You should totally make one. I'd watch you doing streams. Sounds fun. Too bad you don't have one. Yeah, I know. Oh God, it's yeah, I don't know what happened. But the more I talk about, the more it pisses me off because, like I said, I really wanted to play more Tokyo Dark. I've really enjoyed playing that series and streaming it, so it's really aggravating me that I can't, and I can't figure out why. Anyways, to be fair, I could barely remember Gears. It's been so long since I played them. I remembered liking them. I don't think I played 4. Don't remember. Yeah. I don't know. I will hold my breath and I'll see what the immediate reception is to Gears of War E-Day. And if people are positive about it, I may I would rather get it to play on my laptop, but if it is only accessible via Xbox, I will consider getting one. But that's a big, maybe. I need to see the reception of it first. Because what I want them to do is I want them to get back to that grit, that brutality, and that horror element in Gears, because it looks way too clean and polished now, and it does not exhibit like that dread that you're supposed to feel, and that terror, and the wondering is like, are the enemies going to pop up around the corner? And especially with them going E-Day, it's like these are the locusts, the enemy that is known for kidnapping, torturing, and being merciless to the human race. They need to feel like a menace, and they need to feel unstoppable. And to be fair, that's what that cinematic really got across, and I'm so happy about that. Because what Marcus was facing in that trailer was the locust drone, and that's your standard enemy, and it almost kicked his ass. So yeah, I'm so pumped. I really hope they deliver. I really do. Okay, I admit I teared up seeing Dom and Marcus in the same room. Oh God, when Dom grabbed Marcus's hand to prevent him from falling, I knew that was him. I was like, give me Dom, yes. Hey, you're okay. Hush. So, hey, come here. Sorry. My pupper's pupping. That's enough. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. If they're able to pull this off, they will do something that not many franchises these days can do, and it will bring back the audience. The fans of Gears of War will come back if you can recapture even a glimpse of the feel of the original Gears. We're desperate for more, but not more of the new stuff. We need more of the things that we fell in love with in the first place. So I'm really hoping they can pull it off. Kind of wild how we're still living in the age of exclusives. Didn't think consoles still had the financial pull to keep that practice up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much longer this age of exclusives can even last. I mean, technically, I don't even know if we're still in one, really. We're gonna have to see how that all plays out, huh? Oh boy. You hate exclusivity? Yeah. I can get it. I understand the idea, but at the same time, though, if it weren't for exclusivity, I mean, you wouldn't have games like Pokemon, Halo, The Last of Us. You know, I'm just spitballing names at the top of my head. Though when I say The Last of Us, I'm saying that because a lot of people liked that as an exclusive. I would recommend the first game, but I would pretend that that second game doesn't exist, unless you like golf. Wink, wink. Uh, Hilarious if Nintendo is still the only company capable of keeping consistently successful consoles. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't really surprise me though. They were kind of the OGs at that, weren't they? It was a little difficult for me to keep up with that though, because I had a pretty strict upbringing, and I was not allowed to be anywhere near Pokemon. It's a sad tale, but you know. uh, I don't know, how did a kid in the mid '90s get around with no Pokemon? It was not easy. I'll tell you that. Nintendo outlives everyone. Yeah, no, I do say though, like, for Nintendo, I really did like the Legend of Zelda games. Probably my favorite was on the Wii, and that was Twilight Princess. I did not play the new ones though, but what kills me is everybody really seems to love those. So I really do feel like I missed out there. Let's see. PlayStation has great exclusive and Xbox has none. They had the opportunity by acquiring Bethesda, but fumbled it. Yeah, yeah. Oh God. I am tired of these big giant mega corporations eating up all these studios and such. It's I don't know. The only reason these guys aren't considered a monopoly is because uh, when the government tried to snuff it out way back in the day, Microsoft played ball, and now they give them lobbying money and shit, and that's the only reason. That's the only reason they're not allowed to be considered a monopoly, in my opinion. And uh, I'll guarantee you, other companies do the same shit. Um, like exclusivity, but Xbox doesn't even try to compete. Yeah, I mean, I don't. The only thing I can think that Microsoft has that's exclusively theirs is going to be Halo and, well, Gears of War. But I'm not sure if Gears of War or Halo is going to be Xbox exclusive anymore. As somebody who doesn't have an Xbox, I sincerely hope that Gears of War E-Day will be available for the PC. I'll play that in a heartbeat. I'll buy it, as long as the initial reviews are good. But I think the next game I'm going to get and start playing is, but not streaming. It'll probably be Dead by Daylight. I really that game looks a lot of fun, and I'm a huge horror fan, so yeah. Okay, let me see here. Let me see here. What else do we got going on? I'm getting a message about SpongeBob's 25th anniversary from Discord for some reason. 25 years of SpongeBob. Wow. It's it's a better run than many shows. The only one I can think of off the top of my head that's bigger than that, obviously, is The Simpsons. But that hasn't been good in years. All right. Number 1, buy a company for millions. 2, poorly utilize company by making them do things they're not used to or do things they weren't famous for. 3, horribly mismanage their leadership. 4, 5, profit loss. 6, liquidate company. 7, buy another company for millions. 9 and 8, repeat. I don't see where you're wrong in that observation. Unfortunately. And what sucks is like when these because sometimes these mega corporations will fail. And when they fail, they'll bring down all these acquisitions down with them. So that's the other scary thing about monopolies is that once they crash, a bunch of the things they provide are going to be gone too. But at the same time, hopefully it means that a lot more smaller companies will have the chance to rise from their ashes. I would certainly hope so. But I would hope that they would be more independent and that they would not try to conglomerate into a big, giant, fat, hungry, greedy megacorp again. Didn't Google just legally get his monopoly? Yeah, they did. I think they did. But what kind of worries me about that is, like I said with Microsoft, it's like that's something that can sometimes. It's not like I'm not sure if it's like proven fact, but just it does seem where it's like sometimes these companies seem kind of eager to get that status of monopoly. That way they can be pulled aside by the government, get them like these backdoor deals saying like, look, you can continue to exist if you do this or that. And then you've got this intertwine of government and corporations, which, I really, really don't like. And I thought, kind of funny how people will say they don't like certain forms of government and then they're quiet when this kind of shit happens. But I don't want to get too delved into that right now. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the melding of government and corporations. That's it creates concerns. Yes, the doggo always wants attention. But she can wait. She went OUT out a little. God damn it! I spelled it and said it. Yeah, she was there. She was there before, so she can wait a little bit. I sometimes wonder if Google's monopoly is maliciously intended or it's just a thing that happens naturally. I think a monopoly case was only for internet search services. I don't know. And that's the thing. It's like nothing is clearly defined anymore because you notice where it's like, something gets brought before like a committee or the House or whatever, and people spend 3/4 of the meeting arguing definitions and arguing whether they meet that qualification or not, more than they do, talking about the issue at hand. It's like when people tried to classify Steam as a monopoly, but it's only because Steam is really, really good and all of the competitors fail. I mean, maybe I don't, but I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure how many other services exist that are like Steam. So I don't even know if I don't know if anybody did try to sue them. I don't know what they would be suing them on the grounds of. Because you have to show that it's like you completely squash the competition. And it's like, you don't even allow for other people who provide similar services to even exist. And as far as I know, I'm not sure if Steam really prevents anybody else from doing that. But, I was kind of surprised. I did not know that we were going to be talking about monopolies and such like that. I imagine if they try to classify Google, Google is attempting to be entertainment/media monopoly, they might have a better case. Yeah. Yeah. I think that they certainly would have a better case there. I mean, shoot, I'm streaming to there just because it seems to be the slam dunk able to do thing to stream to. But um uh like I said, I will consider going to Rumble and but I do want to figure out this whole Elgato thing, and because I kind of want, I started some of these game series here on YouTube, so I kind of want to finish them on YouTube. But everything else, I actually think that I would just move on over to Rumble. I just have to figure that all out. Anyways, hello, Brett. Hope that you're doing well. I mean, Valve's not trying to put Epic and CDPR out of business. Yeah. So yeah, on those grounds, yeah. But then that would put Disney in the crosshairs, and that'd be apocalyptic. Well, they already got brought up when they tried to acquire Fox. When they did acquire Fox, I'm sorry, Disney got dragged into. Disney was investigated as becoming a monopoly or not, and they said, despite Disney owning like what was like a third, I think, of like all world entertainment, they were not considered a monopoly. You see, to me, that just stinks of like corporation and government having backdoor deals and shit. Because there's no way anybody can look at the Walt Disney Corporation and think, yes, that is not a monopoly. Look at all the stuff they've bought up. Everything. Maybe they felt bad for them because everything they acquired, they turned into complete garbage, and now nobody will buy it. Maybe people took pity on them or something. I don't know. Your plans got canceled. I'm sorry about that. Hectic day, eh? Well, Dusk, not Tommy or Brett. If any of you guys want to jump on, let me know, and I'll send you a link. I mean, Disney is nearly the sole reason for our copyright system is fucked beyond repair. So not surprised they escaped monopoly laws. Yeah, that's true. Though, you know what? Something happened not too long ago that people seem to have forgotten about that proved that they're not invincible. And it's that Steamboat Willie entered the public domain. I was at a loss of words. I could not believe that it actually happened. I thought for sure that Disney would maintain the copyright on that, but nope, they didn't. All right, Brett, you're down. I'll send you a link. Let me. I got it. There we go. Yeah, she's been whining for a bit, but she could wait because she had her needs attended to a little bit ago. I think she's just being greedy now. Let me find. Nope. Nah, I'm waiting for it to load. My computer is not the greatest. I might have to have it looked at in terms of just getting everything to work the way that I want it to. Oh, come on. Whew. Okay. Sorry, Brett. I'm still waiting for Discord to activate. Now it's my Discord page kind of froze. Oh, here, come here, girl, come here, puppers, come here. There you go. There. Now, I'll pet you. Ah. Oh, here we go. All right. I'm waiting for. Come on. All right. It pulled up the DM page at least, so we're getting progress here. It's just Discord's moving super slow on my end. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right, Brett, sent you the link. All right. Well, you're going to be heading off. Haven't played any games all day. And kind of want to get back into something before bed. Been exhausted. Yeah. Have fun, man. Consider Gears.
Hey.
How you doing?
It's my day off, you tell me.
Here, give me a second. Let me... Alrighty. Now try speaking to me again.
Hi.
Now I can hear you. I
right.
switched my the audio coming into my my headphones instead of the computer. Oh, so how are you today?
I'm not really doing anything right now.
Yeah, well, it's the same on my end. I tried to stream earlier, but my Elgato's being stupid, so that is days in a row. That is 2 days in a row in which I could not stream my video game. So I'm pretty sad inside.
Are you working with a laptop?
Yeah, but that doesn't seem to be the issue. I'll pull up the Elgato streaming program, and I'll click stream, and then it tells me that Salem LeBlanc does not have a YouTube channel.
Weird.
Yeah. Tommy says he's considering whiskey. I would tend to agree. That is a great idea.
I use LBS, but I wouldn't recommend it. And for a laptop just because of how much of a resource hog it is.
Yeah, I don't. I tried OBS way back in the past, and I could not get it to work at all. That's why I liked Elgato. It was the most straightforward program. You download the program, you attach the program to your YouTube profile. Then you plugged your laptop into the console, and then boom, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
But no, now it's But the thing is, like, if it can't, I don't get what the issue is. And Elgato is incredibly hard to get a hold of, apparently. So I don't know, but in the meantime, I just wanted to do something instead of nothing. So that's why I'm streaming now.
Yeah. Should we talk about how you got proved wrong about a certain SpongeBob movie?
I didn't say it couldn't be good. I just said I didn't think that it was going to be any good. And I was wrong in that regard.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, so in case anyone to get everybody up to speed, on Saturday night we were watching the first SpongeBob movie in the Mythoverse Discord, and Salem came in and he mentioned that he had never seen Sponge out of water, and I just decided, okay, because I don't know when I'll get another opportunity to do this, so I just pulled up Sponge out of water and made him watch it right after we got done with the first movie.
Yeah, and that was that was a lot of one. Yeah, a lot of fun. Good God, I can't talk.
It was. Yeah.
Especially Antonio Banderas as the main pirate.
Yeah. Like it. This. So I watched Sponge on the Run, and I think the biggest problem I had with it was that the source of the conflict was started by Plankton. So it's essentially doing something the first movie already did. And not only that, I mean, it wasn't really big on the CG.
Yeah,
CG animation.
wasn't
they
the
went
entire
with it.
movie in CG?
Yeah, and I don't know. It gave all the characters this plasticky look, like they looked like toys.
So like Rudolph the Island of Misfits Toys sequel plasticky vibes.
I don't think it was that bad. It's just that this might make sense if you look up screenshots.
Let me see here. I'm gonna see if I can. Let's.
Yeah, I can. Can I do it? Oh yes, I can. This will be easier if I do it. Okay.
Here.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
All right.
Here. At the stage. Okay.
All right. Okay, so
yes, I do remember that commercial with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he is in the movie. Like but yeah, this is what the movie what the whole movie looks like.
It kind of looks uncanny.
Yeah, like I said, don't you see what I meant? It's like it's very plastic looking.
I'm not sure if plastic is what I would use. It's like it looks like a mixture between like stop motion and CGI. Like it kind of looks there, but you know it's not there. Like oh god, you know what actually looks like more to me?
What?
It looks like those AI art images.
It's kind of hard for me not to unsee it, especially even though I'm like 90% sure this wasn't the case.
No, it most likely was not AI, but it's just I look at that and it looks like the images that come out when somebody puts like a prompt into an AI thing.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. I'm a very, very anti-AI guy, so
yeah. But yeah, I mean, like you get the idea of what this movie looks like. So it just like
yeah, you know what? I think that would actually work as just like a short, maybe, but not as a full-length movie.
Or like just how the CG and Sponge Out of Water was mainly limited to them being in out of the water.
Yeah. At the same time, though, that you do understand why they probably did that, which is all the action and stuff. It was probably cheaper for them to do CGI than animation.
It probably just streamlined the process just because. I mean, like we've probably all seen them in the making of for Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and they essentially had to like put in standees for the actors to interact with that the animators would then paint over.
Mm. Yeah. No, I remember that. They actually didn't they actually make like little molds of the characters too?
Maybe. I mean, like it's been a while since I looked into anything regarding the production of Roger Rabbit, but everyone gets the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like them going CG for on SpongeBob and Friends are like out of the water and on the surface, but it's like that just streamlines the process, makes it easier. They don't have gives them less to have to work around. Like they can just paint the CG models into the shot. out in post. It's just easier to do that way. And like I said, it was only confined to those specific scenes. The rest of the movie's 2D animated. Whereas in Sponge on the Run, it's like that's what the whole movie looks like. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry. My internet clicked out for a minute there.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, whereas with Sponge on the Run, that's what the entire movie looks like. And yeah, I just don't vibe with it.
Nah. Especially, I mean, like, I don't know, like, I love traditional 2D animation, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not seeing. Now I'm kind of kicking myself for not seeing Sponge Out of Water in the theaters when I had the chance, because, well, that was my chance to see some traditional 2D animation on the big screen.
Yeah. Not only that, I would say Sponge on the Run also kind of like, as much as it's kind of cool to have Keanu Reeves in there, I think he's wasted on that movie. Like I mean, God, I would also say a big problem with it is that it's got a really bad case of, and then this happens. I'm presuming you're familiar with that one, with like that one class Trey Parker and Matt Stone gave on like how to properly write a script.
Yeah.
Yep. Like you should never connect two events together with and then, because there's no logic to it. Anything can just happen for the sake of it happening. You always want to connect it with something like because, therefore.
Yeah, it's like one thing leads to this, which leads to that.
Like it follows there's a progression of logic to the events.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everything, like one thing affects the next.
Kind of funny considering that of some of the funniest stuff in South Park is when things come out of the blue.
Yeah, but it's like there's still like there's a logical progression to the events in every episode. Usually, not saying they can't go completely batshit, but they try to at least keep like some like there's some sense of things happening for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Come here.
Nobody bother asking me about the Sandy Cheeks movie because I heard it's terrible and I don't want, and I'm not going to see it.
Yeah, I heard very bad things about it too. Kind of weird how we, the one thing that I went into depth was Gears of War, and then we were talking about SpongeBob too.
After that, I was playing, like the day after, I was playing Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised that that's the game that's actually been doing numbers as far as view counts go.
Well, it's a popular nostalgia trip.
Yeah, it's true, but I was still kind of surprised. Oh my god, like the first one, it's now like got 214 views, and the one I just did last night is like at 127.
Nice.
I mean, those are small, but for the size of the Mythoverse, like that's pretty big.
Oh yeah.
It's honestly kind of, it's just kind of like weird watching that happen.
Yeah. The last few times I was streaming Tokyo Dark, I actually got folks that didn't even know me just bumping into them, and they ended up popping on, and I was well, that's kind of cool. And then and so it's like, but I think part of the reason might be is because I'm genuinely just having a fun time when I'm playing that game. Mm-hmm. But god dang, that does make it sting even more that the service just isn't working. So I'm really hoping I can figure that out. But the thing is, I'm going to be busy next 2 days with work. So
yeah,
I'm not going to. I'm not going to be able to focus on that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I get that. I've got one more day off, and then I got to go back.
Beats my last job though, in which I was just busy all the time. So,
oh yeah,
you know, at the very least, you know, now I can look for windows of opportunity.
Oh yeah, like, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, you know what I was dealing with before.
No, yeah,
but
yeah, yes, yes, I know. Yes, I know things that I was told to keep in confidence.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what else. What else is there going on that would be fun to talk about?
I've been watching a lot of documentaries on old rock bands.
Ooh, which bands?
Well, one that I watched recently was called Beware Mr. Baker. And it is about Ginger Baker, who was the drummer for Cream. You know, I really need to show you what this guy was like. You have to hear this for yourself. Like, how do I put this? Salem, do you have an opinion on John Bonham or Keith Moon?
I can't remember who they are at the top of my head.
John Bonham drum for Led Zeppelin, Keith Moon drum for The Who.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to... Yeah, I mean, I know of the bands, but they're not my favorites to listen to, so...
Okay. They're largely considered two of the greatest rock drummers of all time.
Okay.
Let's just say Ginger Baker's got something of a really spicy take on both of them.
On what?
Let's just say Ginger Baker's got something of a really spicy take on both of them.
Ah, okay.
Okay. You showing?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me if you can... Yeah, let me know if you can hear this.
Because of his fame from Cream and Blind Faith, he was considered, the great rock drummer of his generation. But
didn't Chad Smith do something with Will Ferrell because he looks just like him?
Yeah, okay. I think it was on Conan O'Brien's show.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can hear the video, right?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Jazz drummer.
The general public are so fucking dumb that, that anybody could think that Bonham was anywhere near this kind of drummer I am. But just extraordinary. Bonham had technique, but he couldn't swing a fucking sack of shit. Or Mooney, for that matter. I mean, if they were still alive today, ask them.
When they think of Ginger, they think of Keith Moon and
He
Bonham.
seems pretty confident, eh?
I mean, the guy was a fucking egomaniac, but he actually had the talent to back it up.
Okay.
That I will give him. Like, he really was. The thing about Ginger Baker is that he cut his teeth as a jazz drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, like, the guy was a full-blown jazz snob. He hated being lumped in with the rockers.
Well, then why did he feel the need to compare himself then?
Like, because people always kept lumping him in with rock drummers, and he's just like, no. And like you just saw, like he's basically saying, I ain't like those fucking torsos. I'm a like fuck. Even listen to how Eric Clapton glazes him.
Ginger was nothing like those players. His musical capabilities are full spectrum. He can write and compose and arrange, and he has an ear, and he is harmonic. He's a fully formed musician.
he wanted to be respected by the jazz drummers. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Interesting.
yeah. Like that was fucking talented. Cause like before, like the whole double bass drum. He's the guy that pioneered that for rock drummers.
Okay.
Nobody else was doing that doing that at least in a rock band before he came along. Like
So was this the this was the 70s, correct?
no,
Or
Cream
60s?
wasn't. He played with Cream. That was the 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta forgive me. My rock and roll history knowledge usually stays with like a few classic rock bands, but primarily metal bands. So
Yeah. Well, like I said, the guy the guy was a fucking pioneer. The guy was talented, and he was one of the most toxic and bitter individuals who ever lived.
yeah, well, you know what they say: don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, like I'm not even kidding. Like everyone who's ever worked with him has said as much about him. Like in Cream, he constantly butted heads with the bassist Jack Bruce, and apparently actually not apparently, like these two had who had ego clashes going back to before they even formed Cream. I mean, like they had actually played together before. In fact, it's actually the story behind how Cream got formed was like Baker wanted to put a band together with Clapton because Clapton's an amazing guitarist. All right, and he wanted to play with the guy he considered the best guitarist in the UK. And Eric said, "Well, we're going to need a bassist. Why don't we get Jack Bruce? He's really good." And Baker was like, "Oh, why did you have to say that?" Yeah, but he begrudgingly went along with it, but him and Jack Bruce constantly being on the verge of wanting to kill each other is part of why Cream didn't last very long.
Yeah, usually you kind of have to like each other, or at least tolerate each other to pull it off.
Yeah, like it was kind of like I've heard their relationship described as like being like brothers. Like when they could get on the same wavelength, they made some amazing music, and like you got to know at least one Cream song, Salem. Like,
Alrighty.
Sunshine of Your Love. You don't know?
No, I probably heard some of their stuff. I just, like I said, I tend to only dig into the trivia of things that I get obsessive with.
Okay, well, yeah, like if you go, okay, well, I'll just say like if you like Cream, I'll just say this: Cream made some amazing music, and that's just with Baker and Bruce being able to work with each other.
Okay.
But yeah, like the personality clashes, like how many albums they put out again? So I got like I do not need. I just need this. I just need the studio albums. I don't need anything else. Okay, Fresh Cream, Disraeli Gears, Wheels of Fire, and Goodbye. Yeah, they only had like 4 albums ever put out.
Mm.
But like they are one of those bands that's remained extremely influential.
Did anybody split off from the band and join a different group or do their own thing?
Clapton. Eric Clapton went on to just bigger and better things after Cream split up.
Okay.
Like it. Baker I mean, Ginger did a couple more things. Like he and Clapton, they formed another band called Blind Faith, which only managed to get one album out before that evaporated. And then he tried a big band and sort of jazz thing with Baker's Air Force. That didn't last long either.
I'm noticing a pattern here.
Yeah, and then he went down to Africa to kind of get in touch with African drumming. I mean, and he actually got pretty well connected with one of Nigeria's most famous musicians. But then a civil war breaks out in Nigeria, and he has to flee the country. He even had a studio set up in Nigeria too. I think Paul McCartney recorded a Wings album there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, yeah, and Baker's career just was kind of a slow downward trend, like post Cream. I don't know Jack Bruce. I don't know much what he was doing, though. I imagine, considering he was one of the primary songwriters, he made more than enough money to live comfortably for the rest of his life.
Mm.
Yeah, Baker was the guy who got screwed the most on Cream financially. I mean, it's kind of because of how royalties are split up. But apparently it only really goes to the guys who really do the songwriting and the melodies. He's like, even though the drums are part of the arrangement, like they're largely not considered substantial enough to get royalties. I think I could be.
That's interesting because it's like, it's like the bass guitar and the drums, you kind of need that in the background for everything else to essentially use as a platform on.
Oh yeah, you do. Oh yeah, I do. I don't deny that, but it's like I'm pretty sure like there are probably drummers who probably get paid pretty damn well. I imagine Mike Portnoy's made enough money off of Dream Theater that he doesn't have to work another day in his life.
I'm sure that if M Shadows didn't kick the bucket, that he would have.
No, that was the Rev.
Sorry, Rev.
Yeah.
You know who I meant though.
Yeah. M Shadows is still alive.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's been a bit since I've had to dig up music trivia for my brain though, so forgive me.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, I'm even pretty sure Danny Carey makes decent money off of Tool. Actually, speaking of this, like if you want to watch a funny video, there's a video of Mike Portnoy trying to learn the drum parts to Tool's new song, and like he just completely loses his mind just because as Danny Carey's style is so different from his. Like there at one point he says, "This isn't a song, it's a mathematics equation." I'm gonna DM you that video to watch later.
Okay, I'll give that a shot. That's it is kind of fun to watch somebody like try to. It's like two people know the same skill, but it's like you try to mimic the style that somebody else does, and it can be way different than. It's funny how it's like something so familiar to that you can even be considered an expert in. You will then be just completely confused by.
Yeah, and like
you especially see that true in like sports, Yeah,
I mean, like just like all the time, like Michael Jordan, like he fucking killed it when he played basketball, but then he tried baseball for a brief period and he completely sucked at it.
Well, what I was more referring to is like just when like one of the greats is on the rink and everybody just does not know how to respond, even though that you've played the same game your entire life. When you've got the same guy who's doing the same thing as you, but he's able to perform it in a way that you wouldn't consider. I mean, the first thing that pops to my head for that example is like a guy going up against Pavel Dasuk.
Mm.
Like you will not be able to understand where that guy's going to go or what he's going to do. Yeah. Despite you also being a hockey player, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Like he just plays it in such a different way.
Yeah.
And I can understand that because like the thing with like Mike Portnoy, like he is like he's not just any drummer, he's the drummer for Dream Theater. They are the prog metal band. And so like all of these guys, they are really good musicians. And then you're putting them against Tool, which kind of dabbles in psychedelia. Yeah. You know, where they're much more about like the difference between like Dream Theater's sound and Tool's sound is like Dream Theater's about all these complex arrangements and compositions, stuff that's like almost like you can tell they're pulling a lot from classical music, like a lot of prog musicians do.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tool just goes more into something that's a little bit more spacey, a little bit more vibey, more atmospheric, more slow paced and downbeat. But they're also working with like really weird time signatures and really, really strange compositions and really abstract lyrics.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, like just as an example, like the entire time signature of Lateralus is built around the Fibonacci sequence. And there's even, and the lyrics in that song are like directly referencing alchemical principles.
I wouldn't even begin to understand that.
I had a period where I was really, really deep into Tool, and then I just kind of really tried to dig into, like, I tried to like dig under the hood what everything was about. Like writing the two lines of Lateralus, black then white are all I see in my infancy. Red and yellow then came to me. Like black, white, red, and yellow. Those are like if you look into a lot of literature on alchemy, those colors pop up a lot.
Mm. Oh boy,
it's a whole rabbit hole.
Speaking of rabbit holes,
Yeah.
do you want to know what was just sent to me?
Well, what?
What was just sent to me is I'm going to transfer the link over to here, and I'll tell you what we're going to do for the next few minutes. You ready for this?
Oh boy!
All righty. Let me see if I can get this to work. There we go.
Flort.
You ready to go down this rabbit hole?
There's a Florida Man website, of course there is.
You want to read a few articles?
Might as well. What else are we gonna do?
Alrighty. Sorry, when you said down the rabbit hole, I'm like, well, speaking of that, somebody who just wanted me to laugh at this just sent this to me, so it's like, let's do it. Okay, so top 10 categories. Which category do you want, Brett? I'll let you pick.
Okay, I'm just gonna take off my glasses and then just point at something random and then see where I've landed.
All right.
Finger landed on weird weapons.
Weird weapons, got it. Alrighty. Now it looks like this website has been updated in a long time, or maybe this category is just
Really niche.
Yeah. So let's see. Florida man dressed as FBI pistol whips haunted house host with BB gun. What? Okay. Florida man should have thought twice about his costume before pistol whipping the host of a haunted house this Halloween. Angus Schuster, I think it's how you say it, 20, wore an FBI jacket and body armor when he visited a free haunted house in Seminole. According to a police report obtained by the Smoking Gun, the Florida man was armed with a black airsoft handgun that resembled a Glock model handgun. While walking through the haunted house, Schuster turned the corner to where the host of the house was standing. The host was in a costume, but wasn't part of the role playing at the time of the incident. Before the host knew what happened, Schuster pulled his airsoft gun out of the holster. Florida man then hit him in the face with the handle of the gun, just under his eye, causing significant injury. Schuster then told the victim of his beating that he thought he was just a statue. Schuster never offered an apology. All he did was laugh, then bolt out the door of the house. The victim then chased him out of the house to prevent him from leaving before the police could arrive. According to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office list of charges pictured below, Schuster was charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Who knew an airsoft gun was considered a deadly weapon? It's because he had no knowledge of it being an airsoft gun, I believe. I don't know. Another felony was added to the charges because he was wearing a bulletproof vest. Ooh. It's against the law to commit violence to another person while wearing one. Yeah, that's a big no-no.
It's probably considered battery with a deadly weapon just because of the injury.
Yeah. So the victim was treated by EMS for bleeding under his eye. And that's it. What an idiot.
Like, I kind of attribute probably 90% of these Florida man stories to the guy being on meth.
No, I attribute most of these Florida man stories just to their sunshine laws, which makes a bunch of the information about, people who've committed crimes accessible. Because it's like when people are like, oh, Florida's full of crazies. It's like, if we had the same laws in our own states, you'd probably be ashamed to know what your neighbors are doing.
Okay, so it's because they keep it's because all this stuff is public record.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my opinion.
I mean, I think it's possible. It's a little bit of both because there's a lot of fucking tweakers in Florida.
Yeah. Here, do you want to pick a new category? Because there was like only 3 stories under there.
Meth madness.
Meth madness. Got it.
And what's gonna get wild? I guarantee any one of these is gonna get wild.
Well, that's an interesting picture. Florida man with all gas, no brakes neck tattoo crashes while fleeing police.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Let's see here. Florida man tattooed his driving skills on his neck for everyone to see. The Polk County Sheriff posted on Facebook that a Florida man with all gas, no brakes neck tattoo should have thought about using the brakes while trying to flee the scene Monday morning in Davenport. Deputies from the Polk County Sheriff's Office were responding to a Good goodness, girl. Come here. You're okay.
My cat's just sitting on the floor completely quiet.
I envy that right now. So deputies from the Polk County Sheriff's Office were responding to a call regarding a suspected car burglary at 3:28 a.m. 37-year-old Timothy Allen. Good God, that is a trailer name.
Timothy Allen Hogue.
Hogue of Apoka, I think it's Apoka, and a female friend were allegedly seen trying to break into several parked cars in the neighborhood. When deputies spotted Hogue, they tried to pull him over, but as always, Florida man fled. The deputies decided not to chase him since there was only one entrance and exit into the neighborhood. All gas, no brakes man started zooming through the streets at a high speed searching for an exit strategy. It all ended really quickly when Hogue crashed into the back of a parked car. You have to watch the video in the Facebook post below.
Is it still...
I'm I'm not going to play a Facebook video.
It doesn't look like it would work. It doesn't look like it works anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, once the car crashed, the deputies immediately detained the suspects and requested EMS to treat their injuries. According to the list of charges, meth and marijuana were also found. The sheriff's office Facebook posts, Hogue has been arrested with the charge with burglary of an unoccupied conveyance with enhancement of crossing county lines, felony petty.
I think it's petty theft.
Yeah, okay, so maybe a mistype or something. Theft, fleeing to elude, conspiracy to commit burglary, possession of methamphetamine, possession of marijuana less than 20 grams, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting without violence. Hogue has prior criminal history that consists of 31 felonies. Holy shit! Holy shit! You know what they say? If you're good at something, never stop. Okay.
Good.
All right.
Good
New categories. Pick one more, then I'll pick one after that.
Fail.
Okay. Florida man in Bucks jersey tries pulling over cars, arrested for impersonating police. Florida man tries to trick police with "I don't live here" sign. Florida man torches cousin's car. She's also his girl.
Florida man arrested while crossing the Atlantic Ocean in hamster.
Oh, I remember seeing that. That's actually cool. It's actually cool. It's not funny. It's cool.
Florida potty busted for drugs.
Oh man, there's a couple good ones here. Florida Metro has smuggled drugs into jail with prosthetic leg. Okay, we're gonna have to read a few of these. Okay, which one do you want to start with?
Doesn't live here.
I love that picture too. Like, oh, that didn't work. Okay. Trying to get it to. There we go. Okay. Florida man tries to trick police with "I don't live here" sign. Polk County. On October 14th, a wanted Florida man tried fooling police by leaving a not out front. What the fuck? On October 14th, a wanted Florida man tried fooling police by leaving a not out front.
I think it's a typo. He meant to put in by leaving a note out front of his house.
Oh, okay. Okay, good God. Florida man must have put the site together. The police didn't fall for it. According to Fox News, Polk County Sheriff deputies showed up to the home of Florida man Johnny Yates, 41 years old, in Lakeland, Florida. Although they received a tip that he was home, when they arrived at the house, they found a message on the whiteboard out in front of his house. Johnny Yates does not live here. This Florida man isn't so bright if he believes this would fool the deputies. The Polk County Sheriff's Office posted on Facebook, "Gee, a dry erase board never lied to us before. Should we believe it?"
Jesus
Christ. One of the worst things about being a cop is that you always have to be open to the possibility that people are going to lie to you, no matter how sweet and innocent they seem. The deputies decided to stick around, even though nobody opened the door. Eventually, when somebody left the house, they told the officers that Johnny Yates was in the house. Deputies then surrendered the house and spent about an hour trying to get the Florida man to surrender. After they suspended surrender smoke into the house. Surrender smoke. At this point, 4 occupants came running out, at which they were all arrested for resisting and taken to jail. I have to like read the word I think that they meant to type now because it's happening so much. But Florida man Johnny Yates never came out. Police dispensed more surrender smoke. I love they call it that. And then used a K-9 unit to search the inside of the house that they found Yates hiding in the chest of drawers. Yates was originally wanted by the Polk County Sheriff's Office on charges of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and tampering. He can now add resisting arrest to the top of that one. Too bad that whiteboard trick didn't work. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Okay. Unfortunately, do you see the tags here?
911 assault attack, beer break-in, burglar.
No. This is the one that Florida man is most infamous for.
Of course.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You know, come here.
Florida man strips naked, masturbates in front of security guard shack.
Well, there goes that stream. This stream's chance of getting monetized.
Oh, dude, I'm never gonna be monetized. That's fine by me. This is just all for fun. Anyways, police are looking for a Florida man who was caught on camera stripping naked and masturbating near a guard shack of a gated community in Oh, it's a gated community too.
Oh,
Surveillance
Jesus.
shows the Florida man walking past the gate of the provinces of Pierpoint community wearing nothing but shoes and a hat. Police report states that a security guard saw the man remove his clothes before he began masturbating near the guard shack. Once he was finished, he casually walked away. The guard on duty called the police, but they were unable to find the Florida man.
Oh, man.
The jacker's still out there.
Oh, God. I mean, oh,
Florida
man.
man masturbates outside of Walmart, grabs deputy's butt.
Oh, God. You know, dude, you remember when Coney was a thing?
Coney what?
Coney 2012. You don't remember that?
No.
Okay, so there was this there was like a nonprofit charity thing going around trying to raise awareness about an African warlord named Coney.
Okay.
And one of the head guys was later seen in San Diego, butt-ass naked and jerking it in public.
Oh my God. Oh, that's where the South Park song comes from.
Yes.
Isn't
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly where it comes from.
it? Look at that picture. Naked Florida man pleasures himself in front of horrified onlookers. Look at that picture. That is like a kicked puppy face.
Like he genuinely seems remorseful.
Oh my God, just like that is the saddest face ever. Dude, the puppy dog guys won't save you. Naked Florida man pleasures himself in front of horrified onlookers. A naked Florida man was arrested after pleasuring himself in public, completely unfazed by onlookers. 52-year-old Jamie Whitting was seen pleasuring himself completely naked for at least 30 minutes near the Spruce Street neighborhood in Naples. 30 minutes. Good God.
Oh God! Oh man! I remember one time
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I remember one time I came home from. I took a detour on my way home to work. I'm way home from work, and along the way, I came across an intersection, and there was a guy who was just wandering in the middle of the intersection, and he was completely naked. I tried not to look, but I may or may not have caught a glimpse of his ball sack.
Oh.
And I ended up...
That's...
And I was 90% sure, okay, this guy is probably crazy and strung out on drugs. So I called the police, and when I told... And the operator on their line said, oh, yeah, we know about that, and the fire department's on its way to deal with him.
Yeah. Now, thankfully, we don't get... where I'm at, we don't get too many crazies like that, though. Not too far from me. In this region of the country, there was an ATV driver who drove over an 80-year-old just because he was putting up a Trump sign in his front yard.
I mean, that's dickish, but not as wild as my story or this.
Yeah. Yeah, well, all I'm saying is but that was freaking rare. So, we don't get many crazy stuff happening around here. But then again, we don't have the same laws that Florida does that makes this stuff public information. So, who knows? Anyways, we only read a paragraph so far.
Yep.
A witness named Oscar Campos was barbecuing with his family when he saw the fapping Florida man. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't expect it. It's not okay at all, Campos said. I don't know why he's got a southern accent, but he was probably there for about
if you're like in northern Florida, you're still kind of in the south.
Yeah. No, it's like you get to Central and South Florida, and you may as well be from anywhere.
Yep.
Anyways, he was probably there for like half an hour. He stayed there even though there were people passing by and everything. When deputies arrived on the scene, the Florida man attempted to flee, running through an alley and jumping into a ditch before being apprehended. Damn! This guy would not accept it. According to the police report, Whitting told deputies he was just going for a walk and normally does.
He's currently in jail, faces a misdemeanor charge, and I guarantee he is now a registered sex offender.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed. I see another tag that we have to.
By the way, I looked it up. Naples is on the Gulf of Mexico in Southwest Florida.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, you would not hear too many good old boy accents.
Okay. Well, I see another tag that we must get to. Can you guess what it is?
I'm gonna guess it's either fapping, naked, or penis.
No, it's gator.
Oh.
Florida man busted with meth, guns, and baby gator in truck. Florida man tries to get.
Okay, that one.
Yep.
Because I
that
got
one. Yep.
Because I got something to on the dovetails into the set.
Florida man tries to get alligator drunk, gets bitten. Palm City. This is so epic. A Florida man was arrested after allegedly capturing an alligator and attempting to feed it beer. According to a report, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, a 27-year-old Timothy Kepke fed some beer to the reptile after his friend, 22-year-old Noah Osborne, caught the gator. The incident was filmed as well. After Osborne caught a gator with his bare hands, Kepke tempted the animal to bite his arm, to which it did. Who knew? Hey, gator, bite this. Chomp. The Florida man then allegedly poured beer into the gator's mouth, causing it to act aggressively. The two then released the gator. Authorities made a visit to Kepke's home sometime later, since the two decided to film the whole incident. Kepke admitted he was the man in the video and said while he had been drinking, he was not intoxicated during the incident. Both men were arrested last Thursday. How come I doubt that?
Okay, so I've watched a video from a YouTube channel called Florida's Wildest. And it is about a guy who works with alligators professionally. Mm-hmm. And this video is called Casper the Friendly Alligator Boops My Face. Is he my pet? And the guy, Chris, he stresses the point that while Casper is a tame gator, he is not trained. He is not domesticated. He is not a pet. And the only reason he is not trying to attack him is because he still perceives Chris as Chris. Chris, like he said, like if something happened to him, like if a tree fell on him, knocked him out, and he just rolled over unconscious, Casper would just attack him without on the flip of a switch. Like he even saw it happen. Been with two other gators he used to work with, male and female. They were both mates. And then one day the female had a seizure and the male just attacked her and killed her.
Oof. Big oof.
Yeah, so yeah, like he says multiple times in that video, Casper is not my friend. He does not see me as his friend. He is not a pet. That he is a wild animal.
Yeah, no shit.
So in other words, I don't care if you're unless you happen to be the kind of Florida man that works with these animals professionally, don't poke them. Leave them alone.
Don't touch the wildlife. Just it's there to observe, not to touch. Unless you're going to be hunting or fishing, just leave it be.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to click on this because this image has intrigued me ever since I've opened this website up. Florida man gets beat up by the Easter Bunny.
That's okay. There's a story.
Florida man gets beat up by the Easter Bunny. Orlando, a Florida man received a beatdown from the Easter Bunny, and the whole thing was caught on video. The Easter Bunny served up more than just baskets of candy this Easter. It all started when the man bumped into a woman and words were exchanged. The bunny hopped into the I love the wording that they're using here. They're really playing into this. The bunny hopped into action and proceeded to demonstrate the fists of fury. A promoter then goes by Workfifth on Instagram, captured the fuzzy brawl on video. The fight was eventually broken up by police and a bystander. Apparently, the Easter Bunny spends a lot of time in the off season training for moments like these.
Okay, there is more to that. There's more to this story. I'm not satisfied, and it looks like it links to the original article.
Yeah, let's let me click that. It doesn't look like it'll let me play the video.
Oh, links to doesn't want. That's what it links to as a video.
Yeah.
Oh God. I feel like this is hilarious, but I need more details.
Here, I can't pull it up on my end right now, but if you can pull up YouTube, I'm sure we could find it.
Okay, that shouldn't be hard. There's no way that
What
didn't
a
get
man
posted.
beat up by the Easter Bunny.
There's no way that wasn't posted on YouTube. It's just no way. Oh, it got onto NBC. Oh my God. The guy has a criminal record.
Nice.
The guy in the guy in the bunny suit. Okay. Okay, hold up.
Here, let me know when you're ready with that.
Yeah, about to.
Okay. We're gonna have to look at this one next. Florida man tries to shoot puppy. Puppy shoots him instead. Okay. Here, wait. Okay.
Into action to break up a fight. Well, today the bunny has been unmasked, and it turns out this isn't the first run-in with the law. Anthony Johnson has details on the arrest warrant out of New Jersey.
A bunny brawl. Lots of fur flies. This feisty man wearing an Easter bunny costume with the flopping ears and all hops on a person attacking a woman in Orlando. The fur balls gnawing blows enough to save the victim and become a viral sensation.
Hey, you know what? He's the
Our
hero.
costume.
He's the
So-
hero, dude. That's just a superhero costume.
He's the hero we need, not the hero we deserve.
Florida bunny.
Character was out partying with friends this weekend. Yes, bar hopping, when they happened upon the brawl. Problem is, our bunny hero is also a suspected car thief. His whereabouts were unknown until this video surfaced, and the bunny came out of his burrow to talk to the media about his paws of fury.
But I got over there, tried to break up the fight. And then with me trying to break up the fight, it led him to get on top of her and hit her. So then I had to try different methods, basically, to break up the fight, which actually worked.
What also worked was exposing his identity, because Anton McDonald has been on the land since last October after being accused
Anton
in a number
McDonald, you are a hero. God damn it.
of car break-ins in New Jersey, including one in the Summerfield development in South Brunswick. After that, he skipped town. But once he came out of costume, it caught the attention of cops in Florida, Dover, Delaware for several armed robberies, and New Jersey. South Brunswick.
Say what?
Oh.
Yeah.
I take back what I said. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This took a turn.
Police sent out this tweet showing the suspect and stating a warrant is still out for his arrest, which almost happened when cops arrived on the scene down in Florida.
The officer came up to me and said, listen, if you do that again, I'm going to arrest you and the damn bunny suit. I just rushed over there. I didn't even say, hey, look at this. No, I just rushed over there.
But the 20-year-old suspect has ruffled feathers in Florida. McDonald's being called a person of interest in a carjacking. We hopped over to his former home in Franklin Park, New Jersey. Family stayed behind closed doors, not wanting to discuss the cases.
Did you know he was involved in the incident down there on Easter?
But McDonald talked about his bunny heroics, and now cops have the carrot of evidence they need to basically put this rascally rabbit behind bars.
It was a real deal, nothing fake. It was a real deal, nothing fake.
All right. Well, no, the bunny is not a hero. Let me clarify that right now.
He did one good thing, but no, I mean, like,
Yeah.
the guy's the guy's a carjacker.
Yeah, and armed robbery and such. No, you don't wave a gun in somebody's face and then get to be a hero. But that was still a hilarious video.
Yeah.
Plus, if the bunny didn't have a record, would it really be a Florida man story?
No, it wouldn't. He's got to have a record. He's got to be insane. He's got to be on drugs. It's got to be something.
Yeah. Okay. So Florida man tries to shoot puppy. Puppy shoots him instead.
Want to know how that happened?
A Florida man was shot by 7 puppies he was attempting to kill when one of them put the paw on the trigger of his gun.
I mean, is that seriously it?
Yeah, that's it. Look at that picture. That's it. Florida man arrested for pooping on possum. What? Oh, that one made my brain hurt. That's so
like,
stupid.
Why? Why would?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I don't even want to click on that. Florida man headbutts car window, flops out like a dolphin. He's high as fuck.
That is a classic Florida man story.
Okay. Marion County. You've got to watch the video of Florida man as he headbutts the car window to try to escape through the window. According to the Facebook post by Marion County Sheriff's Department, he came flying out like a dolphin. Florida man Tyler Fake Consolo was arrested October 15th for taking sheriff deputies on a wild chase. You see, Tyler decided not to use his head most of the night. It started with him leaving the Circle K at high speed, have a spade of driving radically. According to the post, Fake Consolo then drove speed up to 100 miles per hour and ran a red light. Police thought he was under the influence, so they attempted to pull him over. We won't be able to watch the video. Yet again, Tyler didn't use his head, and he refused to stop. Fake Consolo made every attempt to avoid being stopped by police. At one point, he swerved into the other lane and almost hit 2 people. At this point, sheriff deputies deployed stop sticks, which popped all 4 tires on Faye Consolo's car. But this Florida man still decided he wasn't finished trying to get away. He then drove through a fence into somebody's yard. Now, he didn't realize the other side of the fence was reinforced with concrete. When he hit the concrete, the car was completely disabled. But the Florida man still didn't give up. At this point, Faye Consolo headbutts the car window on the passenger side to try to get out. He hit it so hard that the force took him through the window and onto the ground below. He then got up and thought it was a good idea from the run from a canine officer. Oh,
And canine officers are almost always German shepherds.
yeah. Once the canine was released, the chase was finished as the canine took a bite out of crime and also out of Florida man. Ooh, no, most of them aren't doing German shepherds anymore. Most of them are Belgian Malinois, I believe.
Yeah,
but which is actually worse in some regards.
they got a stronger bite force.
I don't think they have a stronger bite force. They tend to be a little more receptive than German shepherds, if I believe. So it's like if that cop does not say get off right away, then yeah.
Basically, Belgian Malamute is just gonna keep mauling you until he's told to stop.
Pretty much, I think. Though, I think that a German shepherd would be more aggressive, though. But like I said, I wouldn't want either of them to be biting me.
Yeah, like I said, like either one of them's gonna have a pretty strong bite force.
Yeah.
And they're both extremely athletic dogs.
Okay, we gotta. This one seems to be the category that should have been obvious, so we gotta hit this.
Walmart.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Then we'll also make this. We'll do 2 more. This one, then 1 more, and then we'll call for the night. This was a fun little way to finish it. So
Steel's excavator.
Goes for Joyride. Joyride crashes into Walmart. Well, where else are you going to crash into? Oh, it's Florida, so I'm kind of surprised he didn't crash into a Publix. Walmart excavated after Florida man found crawling through ceiling. Florida man masturbates outside of Walmart, grabs deputy's butt. Florida man pours salt on floor of Walmart to get rid of evil spirit. Florida man exposes genitals to women while riding Walmart. 350-pound Florida man attempts to steal 2 TVs from Walmart, trips after pants fall down. Florida man exposes himself to woman at Walmart. Florida man who stole from Walmart plans to apply for a job at Walmart. Oh God. Here, we'll click this one first. All right. Gainesville. Of course, if Florida man steals an excavator, the story is going to end that he crashes it into Walmart. Florida man loves Walmart. We've had plenty of stories here about Florida man's escapades at his favorite department store. He had Florida man found crawling through the ceiling of Walmart. 2 Florida men that both exposed themselves at Walmart while driving motorized carts. And even a Florida man set up in a meth lab in a Walmart parking lot. So Walmart attracts Florida man like a moth to a flame. According to the Gainesville Police Department post on X, Florida man went for a joyride before crashing into a Walmart. The machete-wielding holy shit, this took a turn. The machete-wielding Florida man hotwired the $350,000 excavator and drove it around Gainesville. Jesse Smith, 47, stole the excavator from a constructive site and drove it through a chain link fence before crashing in the storage unit buildings. Wow. He then continued his journey, crashing into electric and light.
Hold up. How did he get the keys?
And it said, I thought he said he hotwired it, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
He then continued his journey, crashing into electric and light poles, taking them down, exposing the public to live electric wires. He then proceeded to the loading dock and crashes into Walmart. At this point, the Florida man jumped out and ran with his machete into the Walmart, at which point he discarded the knife. Smith originally refused to put his hands behind his back and resisted when the police showed up. They eventually apprehended him and charged him with only six felonies. He caused an estimated total over $2 million in damages.
I mean, it's probably 6 because he didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. God damn. $2 million in damages.
And somehow nobody got hurt.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back. What other? I need this one to get. The Florida man pours salt on the floor of Walmart to get rid of evil spirits around him.
This guy watched way too much Supernatural.
Hudson. A Florida man was arrested after pouring salt on the floor of a Walmart to ward off the evil spirits around him. 38-year-old Damon Dean Cantrell was arrested early Sunday morning. The store manager told deputies the Florida man poured salt on the floor and on his feet before taking off into the woods. Deputies found him lying under some trees in the woods, which was still on Walmart property. He was arrested on trespassing charges and taken to the Land O'Lakes Detention Center. Oh, that's it?
Guess so.
All right.
I mean,
no, screw that. We're going to do another one. That was too short.
Yeah. Tries to the meth lab.
This one looks good.
That one's okay. Bless you.
Thank you. Are you kidding me?
That one's even shorter.
That's
okay. Let's check the meth lab.
Okay.
Oh my God! Seriously? Okay. How about the guy trying to steal TVs?
Okay.
What?
This is getting old now. I mean, why not? All right, here we go.
Okay, at least this is substantial.
Yep. Florida man masturbates outside of Walmart, grabs deputy's butt. Escambia County?
I think it's pronounced Escambia.
Escambia County. Okay. A Florida man was arrested after allegedly masturbating in a Walmart parking lot, then grabbing a deputy's butt, saying, "Let me just feel it." 19-year-old Trenton James Rich faces charges of exposing sexual organs, battery of an officer, assault on an officer, and resisting an officer. According to the arrest report, a deputy responded to the report of an indecent exposure outside of Walmart. The deputy spotted the family Florida man who was shirtless, sitting on top of a picnic table next to the pickup area of the store. The deputy told him he matched the description of the person who had exposed himself and asked for his name. Florida man responded by saying his name, followed by "suck my dick." You don't tell a cop that. Just a word of advice. The deputy then attempted to arrest Rich, but he pulled away from the deputy, pulled his pants down, and said, "Suck on it." Oh my God. This guy must be he must be high on something out of his gourd. There's no way that you're sober and you're doing this to the cops.
And not unless you really, really hate cops and you don't give a fuck.
I guess so. The deputy continued to attempt to detain the Florida man, who continued to resist, at one point making a karate chop gestures towards the deputy's face. I imagine him making those kung fu movie noises. Rich then pulled the deputy towards him, grabbed the deputy's butt, and said, "Just let me feel it." The arrest report states. Oh my God. The Florida man attempted to flee, but was eventually detained by the deputy. He was booked into Escambia County Jail on a $10,000 bond. That one left me kind of feeling not
gross.
So good inside. Yeah, so. But I don't want to look at this category anymore because more than half of them were like 2 sentences long.
Yeah.
Here, you want to do the birthday challenge?
Okay, let's see.
All right. Which Florida man story are you? Select your birthday below and find out here.
Oh God.
Here, you want to do yours first?
Doesn't even work.
No, it doesn't look like it works. Well, shit. Never mind. Let's do fights. Or actually, no. Well, let's be equal opportunists here. Let's do Florida woman.
Oh boy.
Florida woman calls 911 over stolen weed, arrested for outstanding warrants.
Yeah.
Florida woman tries to pee on a cop while arrested for several charges. Florida woman whips out boobs in a cafe, tugs on nipple ring.
Oh Lord.
Florida woman bites daughter's.
Okay, that one's dark.
Yeah. No. Florida woman pulls alligator out of pants during traffic stop.
What?
Florida man burglar clobbered by 65-year-old Florida woman with a baseball bat. All right, which one?
Go back. Let's just go with the stolen weed.
Okay. All right. Florida woman calls 911 over stolen weed, arrested for outstanding warrants. A Florida woman was arrested this week when she made the bad decision to call police to report a friend that had stolen her weed. Not only did she have marijuana with her when the cops arrived, but she also found she had 2 outstanding warrants. According to the police report obtained by the Smoking Gun, documented the Florida woman's ordeal. Stewart police responded to a call about stolen property at Best Western Hotel. When they arrived, they found Lily Rinker, who gave them the play-by-play of how the theft went down. Rinker was hanging out with her friend Carlos, whom she had known for only a week, at the Best Western that night. Sounds like a really good friend. During the time they hung out, she had approximately $30 worth of weed in a grinder. After Carlos left, she looked in the grinder and believed about half a gram was missing. The only thing she could do, which was the wrong thing, was to call the police. The police officer asked Rinker for some identification, only to find out that she was wanted on 2 outstanding warrants. One was for missing a court hearing and for a criminal mischief case. The other was for not appearing to a probation violation hearing for her DUI earlier this year. Rinker was taken to the Martin County Jail and held with no bond. What an idiot.
She's a pothead. What were you expecting?
I don't know. I expect more for potheads than meth heads. With state tattooed on his head calls 911 for a ride home. Look at that picture. Boy.
Florida man sexually assaults stuffed Olaf doll at Target.
All right, that would be the last one. A Florida man who a Florida man who let it go all over a stuffed toy at a pitiless park Target is facing charges. 20-year-old Christopher Meter of St. Petersburg was arrested on Tuesday after allegedly violating multiple stuffed animals in the store. Meter went to the toy hall, began dry humping a stuffed Olaf doll, and ejaculated on it. After defiling the Olaf doll, he placed it on back of the shelf. Oh, no, he put it back. Oh, man, at least have the freaking, oh, God. Oh, I sincerely hope they got rid of that.
Trust me, they did.
Doll.
Oh, believe me, they did. Oh, believe me, they did. They would have to. If Target's got similar policies to Walmart, I guarantee you they counted that as damage.
Good. After defiling the Olaf doll, he placed it back on the shelf, grabbed a large stuffed unicorn, and began to triumphant. Police arrived and arrested Florida man in the store shortly after the incident. He was arrested on criminal mischief charges. Good.
And like I said, and I'm also pretty sure, or he's a registered sex offender now.
I would hope so.
I mean, peeing in a bush can get you on the sex offender registry.
What?
No, that's serious.
What? Is that real?
I'm
a little scared to click this, but that can't be real. One second. Let me click the original article.
Better be an actual article and not another video.
Oh my God. No, he is real. Holy shit. Yeah, it's on NBC Miami.
What the hell?
What is wrong with what happened to your head, dude?
Well,
I'd be wearing a baseball cap.
Well, earlier today I saw a mutual will post something about a guy losing, like, what was it? Fuck, I gotta go dig this up. Let me see. Okay, good thing. Okay, so there was a guy in Georgia who's suing an Atlanta hospital after the staff lost a nearly 28 square inch piece of his skull after a routine procedure. Then they billed him for a synthetic replacement when they couldn't find it. And when I saw that, I asked, how does that just happen? And I'm guessing this guy's head looks like that probably for a similar reason.
Florida man completely covered in paint claims to be the Joker, attacks police. Florida man breaks into jail, crawling through X-ray machine. Florida man drunk and stoned pulls down pants, says he'll kill cops and rape their canine.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'm trying to find like a good one to end it on, you know.
I don't know that one. I don't know the sexually assaulting Olaf was pretty wild.
Yeah, but that one made me feel gross at the end. I want to find something just funny. Okay.
Okay. How about report his wife is a Black Widow spider?
Okay. As long as there's not a sentence. Okay. Now here we go. Okay. Last one for real this time. Florida man was arrested for calling police to report that his wife was actually a Black Widow spider. 61-year-old William Rutger from Tarpon Springs was first called 911 at about 1:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. Hey, puppy, you're okay. I'm almost done. Okay. 61-year-old William Rutger from Tarpon Springs first called 911 at about 1:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Rutger called for the first time to tell the operator that he was married to an arachnid. He also wanted her to be Baker acted. The caller, according to the responding officer, was reported slurring his words and appeared intoxicated. Officer Jacob Miller told Rutger that the 911 system was for emergencies only. He was not arrested at that time, but in the police report, he did state that Rutger had slurred speech and an odor of alcoholic beverages emanating from his breath and person, and did not express coherent thoughts. A couple hours later, after 3 a.m., Rutger called 911 again. He again told the dispatcher that his wife was a Black Widow spider. Rutger then was arrested and charged with misusing the 911 system. The Smoking Gun reported Rutger is the author of the 2009 book, The Alcoholic's Guide to Adventure. The book is a lighthearted jaunt into the sublime world of drunken decadence, according to the listing on Amazon. The Smoking Gun also released a copy to the police report, which is pictured below.
Misuse of the 911 system's got to be a misdemeanor.
Yeah. Your affiant was dispatched to the above listed location on this date, blah, 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 where the defiant utilized 911 system to report his wife was a black widow spider and requested her to be Baker acted. Your affiant answered all questions the defendant had informed the defendant of the 911 system for emergencies over. Only the defendant appeared to be highly intoxicated and had slurred speech and odor of alcoholic beverage emanating from his breath and person. Did not express coherent thoughts, and the defendant again utilized the 911 system at 3:09 hours to report his wife was Black Widow spider. Oh boy. What an idiot.
Okay. Someone really needs to go to AA.
Yeah, no shit. But I do like the little irony there that he wrote a book about it.
That is hilarious.
Alrighty, well, boy, this went on for longer than I thought I was going to, but hey, I'm fine with that. I'm just, I'm really hoping that I can get my Elgato to let me stream him again, because I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't get that to stream, because I don't know how else to stream without it.
Well, I can name one way, but that requires upgrading your setup, which is going to take a considerable amount of time and money.
Yeah, what I really need to do is I do need to get before I would do anything major like that, I would need to probably get my computer looked at by some repair guy. My computer runs, it's a little slow and such, and I need somebody to just clean it up a little bit. And the thing is, this computer is not supposed to be slow, so I think it's just the amount of shit on it.
Probably, I would say. I mean, I guess that works as a short-term solution, but long-term, I mean, try to get a proper tower or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that'll probably do it for now.
All right.
Thanks for coming on. I hope that it was fun.
Yeah, no problem.
Florida Man was pretty entertaining, as always. But next time, I don't know. I would like to, because for the foreseeable future, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get Elgato working again for me to stream my games. So until then, when I'm streaming, I might just do some more of these hangouts. Though I would kind of prefer to do it with folks to talk to. So yeah, I'll send out the links, I'll make announcements well before I do these, and hopefully I can get a few people saying they'll come on board. Then we can just hang out and do some stupid stuff like this.
Okay. Cool.
Alrighty. Or maybe we can find something to geek out about. That's always fun.
Yeah. If it's a day I've got off and I'm not doing anything, I'm down for it.
Alrighty. Sounds awesome. Because I would I don't know, I would most certainly like to geek out a little more about some lore of a video game or something one day. That was fun. Okay, guys, but thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. I don't know when that'll be, but it will be sooner than later. All right, take care.
Bye.